Hello, trading is closed on June 21st, 2018. Let's go over our calls. I said yesterday's pattern was negative unless we gapped up and took out these highs promptly. Lower prices should print. We got that. We had a target from June the 19th. We get to cross that off the list. Looked for a pattern with an early low, a late high. We'll talk in a minute about whether this is the high. In spite of the way it looks, that's what I think this one is. A low to high pattern with a late failure to hit new highs. It's a negative pattern and leads to lower prices unless it's invalidated by gapping up, promptly taking out this high. Conflicting with that, we have a market which dropped all day and closed over all these lows. It's a positive pattern unless we invalidate it by gapping either direction, promptly taking out this low. So once again, we have the commonest thing tomorrow is we gap and promptly trade outside the day's range. We'll call a direction in just a minute. Next most common is we close little change. And the least common is neither one of those things happen. Well, we got a buy signal here, but we don't have to go higher than this. So MEJT isn't helping us out with anything tomorrow. We'll have to use other things. Well, here's the McClellan oscillator of the NASDAQ. It's way under its lower Bollinger Band. It hasn't reversed from this yet, but if you reverse, that's a sign of a low. This is the Fibonacci support level I would like to see hold. It's support. Right now, we have a straight line drop to support, but not through it. When that happens, you either gap under support or the support holds. This blue line here is drawn from this low, and you can see how it tags a number of things. That's additional support, but there's more. The general idea is that we have an impulse down. We're making a consolidation. But let's go way back to what everyone agrees is the start of wave 5 of 3 right over here in October of 2014. It's a very important point. That's not the one I want. One of these days I'll find it. You take that point, you draw your 1 by 1 Gann fan line. It's right at today's low. 3 points isn't going to make a liar out of me with a range like that. So we have support from that. Here's the wave count we have. We have B of B ending right here. And if we focus in on that, if we have B of B here, we had this is brown wave 1 down. We have an ABC up. We have a clear 5 waves down with wave 5 being 0.618 times wave 3. Now, if this is brown 2, and this is the start of brown 3, we're in for a disastrous plunge. But I think it's possible that this is just blue A, and we're making blue B, and this is just A of B, because I like to see this thing hold. So if this support holds, there's a very real chance for tomorrow we're going to gap up and promptly take out this high, even though the daily pattern calls for an early low. That doesn't necessarily mean we'll hold on to it very long, but there's a very good chance this is going to hold and we gap up sharply tomorrow at the open. If the call fails, it'll fail in grand style and we could be in for a real plummet. But the only call I'm going to make for tomorrow is the commonest thing is we gap and promptly move outside the day's range. Next most common, close it'll change, have the big move Monday. But I think there's a very real chance that this low holds and we gap up and have a sharp move higher at the open tomorrow. It's not the kind of call I bet money on with an overnight hold. It is the kind of call where anybody short should have a stop in place. We won't know till tomorrow's open if that works, but that's what I think is very likely, and that's today's call.